Today we're taking a look at some of the XFM Groovebox features. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Robin HP, which is what you do when you use Giga Drain in Pokemon. Do you get it? Because you're robbing HP? Anyway, Robin HP, thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So believe it or not, I've had my hands on the Sonicware Liven XFM for about 4 months now, and it just occurred to me that I have never made a video showing off any of the Groovebox features on this device. Just as a quick reminder to everybody, the Liven XFM retails for just $239 US, and it's an FM synthesizer that is 6-voice polyphonic. It has a whole bunch of crazy morphing sounds where you can pick between a couple presets, whether they come factory or presets that you've made and saved, and then you can choose how you want to morph between them. It's really cool. It's a crazy engine, and on top of that, you also have a full-blown 4-operator FM full engine in there too for designing each of those sounds. We kind of took our first little toe dip into this area the last time we used the XFM. It comes with this overlay here, but it also comes with a 4-track Groovebox built in. You do still have just the same 6 notes of polyphony, but on such a budget device, just having a 4-track Groovebox at all is super cool. So today I just want to get into the very basics of it, but I'm sure we will touch on some of the more advanced features in the future. For patterns, I believe you can have up to 96 of them. I think it's 96. I can't remember exactly, but it's a lot. And each pattern can be up to 64 steps or 4 measures long. And we do have full sequencing resolution on those patterns, which we can view by using the page buttons here. But yeah, let's pick a preset and go ahead and sequence something. First, I'm just going to go to the synth library mode here. That way we can search just an individual sound. Bass 1, we'll go to that category. That might get obnoxious fast, but I'm totally down to try it in this video. So we have a couple ways that we can input notes. We can go ahead and turn on record mode and sequence them along our 16-step sequencer, like, you know. There we go. I just tied some notes in there. There we go, just like that. Play button right here, of course. But you can also live play notes in, so that's what I want to do. So I'm going to clear these out. Just with the clear button here, hold it down and then click the step you want to clear. Super easy. I'm going to keep things just at 16 steps long for simplicity's sake today, but if you want to change the length of the pattern, just hold function, go to length right here, and then you can choose between 1 and 64. I'm going to go 16. Also, you can, I believe, push the length again, to go 1 measure, so 16, 2, 32, 48, 64, yeah. Okay, so before we record our bass line, there's a couple things I want to set up. I want to turn on the metronome. So to do that, I'm going to hold function, come down here, press metro. Now I can set the volume of the metronome. I recommend, 5 or 6. Then I also want to turn on pre-count, which means it's going to count us in to live recording, which is a wonderful feature. To access that, hold down function and come right next to metronome where it says pre-count. Now you can set how many beats you want. We'll go with 4, that's fine. Now to make sure that everything live records properly, we want to have tie on. So for that, I hold function, make sure that the tie button down here is lit up. If I toggle it off, let me show you what happens. We're going to try to live play by holding record and pressing play. As you can see, nothing tied. It's just all very staccato, and each note is, or each thing I sequenced is only 1 step. So we hold function, press tie, there we go. Now let's try this again. There we go, just like that. Cool, we have track 1 laid down. Let's go to track 2. To do that, we just use our track selector here. Cool, easy. Let's go ahead and pick a kick drum. So there's the kick category. sounds good. Nice. Now for this, I am just going to sequence it in. So I'm going to go... One thing that's nice to see, just a little ease of use thing, but even at this price range, if you have record mode on and click play, it will count you down. If it's off, it'll just start. Anyway, let's actually get the click out of here real quick first. So function, metronome, turn it off. Cool. Now we'll hit play. Okay, so we've already used 2 tracks and 2 voices of polyphony. You might be thinking, well, we're kind of limited. We haven't even added hi-hat or snare, and we only have 2 tracks left, and we haven't added like a melody or anything like that either. There is a workaround. So you see these empty steps here? We can actually switch what the sound is on those steps. It's kind of like machine locking on Electron gear. So for this, I'm actually feeling a hi-hat on these offbeats. Now, the way we do this is kind of funky. In fact, I might actually mess it up because I'm still not 100% on the process. But we're going to go for it anyway, okay? So first, I think we have to turn on PRM record, I want to say. Or maybe it's just PRM lock. I can't remember. Uh-oh. Maybe a lock. Okay, we'll try that. Now we need to go get a new sound, okay? So let's get our hi-hat, okay? Yeah. Not that one, though. There we go. We'll just use this kind of stock sounding one. Let's go ahead and sequence that in. Now if I hit play, listen to this. It's all hi-hats, right? Well, if we now turn back to the kick drum category... Yeah, I did it right. If we go back to the kick drum category, because we entered these first steps when we did not have program lock on, the kick drums stayed there. Because we had program lock on, or PRM lock, whatever that actually stands for, on when we sequenced the hi-hats, they stayed when we changed patches back to the kick. However, the kicks went back to the kick, or all the other steps that weren't sequenced with that on went back to whatever I selected. And watch this, if I toggle it off and press play, now they're all kicks, so it kind of remembers. Cool. Now, you could take out the kick drum on 2 and 4 and put a snare drum in there, or you could actually design a whole new sound in the engine that is supposed to be a snare drum and hi-hat together. However, I'm not going to worry about a snare drum today. This is just kind of a little demonstration / exploration. All right, off we go to track 3. Let's get some chords going, shall we? Let's go keys. We'll go to key category number 1. Some classic FM sounds in here. Whoa. That's cool. By the way, octave up and down still work the same. What key are we in? Oh, we're in D major, aren't we? That's not D major. We do have an arpeggiator in here as well we could use, but kind of just feeling a nice chord. Yeah, that's super happy. Let's record that. 1. Whoop. Oh, I turned off the click. That's right. So let's bring back our metronome here because we do need it for the count in, I just remembered. All right, let's give it a shot. Like anything, when you're recording with a click-in, a count-in, sometimes you'll miss it like I did there, but that's okay. Record does stay on as it loops, so as you saw, I just kind of punched it in. And it worked just fine. Perfect. You have some very basic controls for your sound here, so I'm going to pull back the release. We also have panning, which is cool, our filter stuff, a whole bunch of other effects like sweep, which is really cool. You can get some like bends up and down. Just a very powerful product once you get around. Some of they're not downsides, they're just quirks. Like it's just a different way of working. But when the entire thing is like less than $250, it's pretty easy to forgive some of these stranger workflow quirks, I think. Let's go to track 4 and get a melody going. We'll go to lead category number 2. Ooh, that sounds cool. There we go. Cutoffs, as you see there, endings can be kind of abrupt. So if you are actually working on like a full song, definitely try to sequence your ending in, which you definitely can do, and I promise it'll sound much better than what I just did. I'm just realizing we never got rid of the metronome for that jam. Whoops, sorry about that. I will mention real quick, if you want to perform, you can very easily mute your tracks just by holding function and pressing the corresponding track. Cool. And like I said, there is so much more hidden in this awesome little Groovebox. We didn't even touch on the effects, which I've showcased many times on the channel with incoming audio as well. Don't forget, we also have sync in and out for pocket operators, Volcas, other stuff that uses 3.5mm sync, 5-pin MIDI, 2 thumbs up from me on that. Yeah. Awesome little box, super budget-friendly Groovebox. You can get some killer stuff out of here. As I always say in these XFM videos, check out Chris Lody's videos on the XFM. I will link that channel in the description below. Chris does great work over there. That's really it. So I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.